Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and we are here today for another Get Fit With Me series, yoga edition. And today we are going to be doing, actually not quite yoga. We're going to be doing, I believe, this video is by Tony Mitchell, and I am leaving the frame for briefly here, and because I'm not. It's a 20-minute full body stretch routine. I believe I've done this one before. I don't remember if I have or not. I've done her videos before where she does have quite a few different stretch videos. And I might have done this one when I very, very first started this channel. So it's been a while. Because I think at the time I was still looking for, more Black content creators who do fitness videos. And I think I did mention in the last video, I am going to try to switch focus and do videos that are not just yoga. I'm going to also do like HIIT workouts and a whole bunch of other stuff to them reviewing, because in the winter months, I'm going to want to mix it up and not just do yoga all the time. And also when it is cold, I do go to the gym a lot still, but there's some days where I just literally can't make it, especially if there's going to be, if it's below degree weather, I don't go outside. That's simple, right? Right. Okay. But anyway, this is my lunchtime, so we're going to hurry up and get this done. It's 20 minutes. Let's not waste any time and hop right into it. This is actually not, I wouldn't say this isn't a practice, but we are starting off this routine doing a downward facing dog, pedaling it out. And then from there, we are going to do some sun salutations, which includes, getting to the front of the mat, doing a standing forward bend to a mountain pose, to a plank, to a vinyasa, back to downward facing dog. And in the video, she does it a total, I think, of 6 times, but I really only got to doing it 4 times just because I did not want to do it as quickly as she was doing. But this is what we're basically doing to warm up before we actually do more focused, concentrated stretching. Have finished up the warm-up, we then are going to make our way to a pigeon pose, and from the pigeon pose we then are going to do a couple other sequences, and then we're going to switch sides, but yeah, we're going to do a couple of things on one side and a couple of things on the other side, but we are starting off in a pigeon pose. From the pigeon pose, we're gonna make our way to a figure four, I believe is what she called it, but it's also technically called in yoga a lying pigeon pose. So it's like what you would do if you were not able to do a pigeon pose. This is like actually an alternative for basically getting the same stretch in. From the figure four, we are going to make our way to a twist, and this is actually what concludes the sequence on this side, and then we're going to end up back in a downward facing dog, doing everything the opposite on the other side. From here, we're going to do, she calls it a hamstring stretch, but in yoga terms, it's just actually a seated forward bend, long leg seated forward bend. And we're going to be just holding this next. And then from there, we're going to go to the next move after we do finish this hamstring stretch. And you basically, in the video, she does also use a block. So if you have a block, you can use that as well. For me, this is about as far as I can go because, as y'all know, your girl is not that flexible. We're gonna make our way to a low lunge, and then from the low lunge, we then are gonna make our way to doing a reverse stretch where we stretch our calves and hamstrings. I forgot what she calls it, but that's what we're going to do after that. From there, we're going to make our way to a quad stretch. This is one of the poses that she did in the video that she kind of was like, be very careful doing. I'm doing my own alternate version where I don't risk injury. So do the best you can with this particular stretch. By the way, this is kind of the beginning of this new sequence. So we're going to be doing the same thing on the opposite side, where we start off in the low lunge to that reverse stretch to the quad stretch. After we complete this sequence on both sides, we then are going to make our way to a side lunge, and we're going to be doing the side lunge on both sides. In the video, she was able to go further down. I myself cannot go as far down as she did, so I just did the best I can here as well. From this pose, we are going to make our way to a bow pose. This was a little bit challenging for me to do this. I was able to do it, a variation of it, but for me, this is one of those poses I really need to be extremely warmed up to do. So I will also mention with this one, do the best you can with this pose as well. Next, after doing this bow pose, we're going to make our way to a cat-cow pose, and we're going to be doing that variation a couple times here. And also, by the way, I should mention for every single thing that we're doing, minus the warm-up piece, every single thing that we do or switch to is 30 seconds. So that's why it seems like it's a lot of moving around, and there's a lot of instructions because it's every 30 seconds is a new move. From the cat-cow poses, we then are going to do a wrist stretch on each side. I forgot what she called it. It kind of, for me, what I would call it is kind of like a leapfrog position where, you know, you kind of have your wrists rotated in the opposite directions. And then from there, we are then going to string the bow, and we're doing that on both sides as well. That is kind of part of the sequence here. Next, we're going to go into a kneeling position, and with this kneeling position, we're going to do a triceps extension stretch. We're doing that on both sides as well. Next, we're going to make our way to what she calls is a butterfly pose, but I like to call it the cobbler pose. And again, we're going to be holding that for 30 seconds like everything else we're holding for 30 seconds. Next, we are then going to make our way to something that she called reverse bow. I clearly was not able to do what she had for this. I did do a variation of it where I kind of used my head a little bit to help do this. So I kind of made it an inversion pose. But if you are able to extend all the way, by all means do so. But find a variation that works for you. Next, we're going to do a quad stretch one more time on each side. This one's a little bit easier to do. But yes, we're going to do a quad stretch on each side. And then from there, I believe we then finally are going to wind down to a child's pose. And we're going to try to do the stretches of the child's pose on each side, kind of stretching both our forward body as well as side body and hips and all that. And then that should pretty much conclude what we got going on today. Hi, so that does conclude the video for today. How I rate that? I'm going to give that a solid 8.5. It was very, very good. I honestly don't remember if I did. I thought once I started the practice, I would remember if I did it before or not. And I still do not remember if I did this practice or not before. But I liked it because there was some stuff that was easy to do stretching wise and some that was not. So like, for example, like the side lunge, y'all know I can't get all the way down those side lunges. Now she is a lot more flexible than I am. So she was all the way down. I did the best I could with that. And then there was another one where it was like a quad stretch when you're laying down. I did my own variation. That was a safer version. And she actually even warns you as you're doing that particular move, like, hey, be careful. This is not for everybody. And it definitely was not for everybody. And then the other pose that was like towards the end was like the reverse boat pose. I did it where I made it was like a little bit of an inversion where I had my head up. I can't do the full-on bridge anymore like I used to because I know I'm not as flexible and I was not even going to try that. But if you are flexible enough where you're able to do that kind of thing, by all means do so. But yeah, it was nice, easy. And I love that there were sun salutations at the very beginning to get you nice and warmed up. So I was very warm. And I also did not have the air conditioning on in this room. So I was able to get a nice sweat out of it too. So yeah, definitely worth it. But anyway, that actually concludes the video. I'm not going to, we're not going to go off the rails too much this time. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and I will see you next time. Bye.